So we just had Tico Talks for July 2025. This gives us some new info along with the Korean update notes. So let's go through everything you need to know. First thing, they confirmed they are listening to our feedback and they'll be working on more options for on-demand PvP and player catch-up mechanics. Additionally, their major focus is to release new content at the same time for global as they do in Korea, like we just had with the new raid. We can also expect a Summer on Silesium video next week on July the 22nd with both Tico and Godspeed, and they have plans of changing up their communication so we get more information on new content releases a good bit sooner than we usually would have. Also, apparently less than 1,000 players beat Calanthe on hard mode. Now, they did confirm, yes, the raid will be getting easier over time, but they intend for it to happen naturally. It will just occur when people power creep it by getting better gear, and it will also happen when you get people who know the mechanics better. But they will also be giving out more materials to, say, upgrade and purchase legendary gear over time through new events and activities. The current Arceum invasion event gives us such a minor amount. I hope they at least plan on giving out a little bit more than that in future events. It's the same for unlock stones and conversion stones. They will gradually be increasing the availability because the amount you need here to change these stats on the gear is rather insane. So again, we can look forward to more sources of those moving forward. It is also their intent, yes, to have swift bans for exploiters, and it was intended that the raid exploiters got those bans. That's part of their renewed commitment to encouraging fair play. They'll also focus better on progression for PvP players moving forward, but they don't intend to divide the community. It's supposed to be a mixed game where PvP can be very linked to PvE and vice versa. They will also be revamping weapon limitations for Arena. So classes like Templar, Invocator, Fury, they can actually play arenas and not be griefing the team by taking the spot of a healer. As for the new accessories, that's intended to provide additional defense, particularly for PvP. I don't really see how this is the case, as those accessories don't actually give extra raw defense. They just give a little bit more hit points. Moving forward, they are also working on performance increases, and we should expect by the end of July, particularly for mass player battles like Siege and Archboss, improvements there on, say, FPS. And finally, the devs are not fully sure what to do about alliances. They understand that players find it a little bit of an issue, so they're asking the community, what do you think would be good as incremental improvements that they can do with alliances? Keep in mind that's incremental, meaning smaller changes over time. Many of you would simply ask to reduce the amount of guilds that can be in an alliance, but that's kind of a drastic change. Like, imagine all of a sudden you're in one of those big alliances and now you can no longer partake in Siege because you are that guild that has to get cut out of the alliance because now the cap is only 2 instead of 3. So I'm not fully sure how they can go about that other than, yeah, making a lot of players bite the bullet, as it were. But jumping to the Korean patch notes, there's just a few minor fixes here, some of which we already got in a hotfix yesterday, but they also confirmed they will be fixing the Overture Wand. This thing's broken right now, you don't get that extra heal. They will also be fixing the potion so it will properly heal over time. Right now that thing is disabled for us in global, and at least for the Korean server, they'll be increasing the drop quantity of Arceum seals from those golems. I believe we did get a change so that we can get drops regardless of how many players are there, but the Korean servers state that it can be up to 850 people who get awarded now. And this is probably the exact same. I've had players reporting that you can now get, yes, 150 Arceum seals from those Chaos Golems. I went to all 3 of the Golems, as you get in the 3 different sections of the map. This one's here in Berkant Manor. This is where it always appears, and that's after you complete all of these Chaos Essence extractors, which then displays there. After we do Black Anvil Forge, it's a 5-minute timer before the golem appears, which will be in Berkant Manor. But you can jump over here into Stoneguard, and that has similarly these Chaos Essence extractors, and you have to do it all throughout the map. And once you complete all of these, you will get another boss, but this one will be in Stoneguard, and it appears out here in the desert. To find the location, you can look in the sky and you get this big like storm with a beacon. That's where the boss is going to appear. It's always in the same spots. And yes, you can also come here to Lastland, do those similar extractors, and then beat up the boss over here at the Windhill Shores. And beating up every single boss, we only got up to 15 of those Arceum seals by killing each one. And this update, already been implemented to us on global, now gives us 110 to 150, with you only having to hit the boss a little bit, as up to 850 people can now get awarded. So doing this event, far easier. Just attend 1 or 2 and you'll have enough of these seals to buy everything you need. Prioritize those prisms, shards, unlock stones, and conversion stones. The start times of those events has been changed to this across all regions. Now be aware there's a bit of a bug with transferring your legendary equipment. You can exploit it apparently, just don't do this as they plan to restore you back to the pre-transfer state. But that's it for the update. Again, that was Tico Talks. We can look forward to another dev update on July the 22nd. A special thank you to all the channel members for your extra support. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you guys around.